In this global recession, some French are storming out of factories and offices. But many are still filing in and out of sports stadiums. Like most countries, the French love their sports. The sports industry has been seen by many economists as recession-proof, but this is now open for debate.
A good that would be recession-proof would be one that has a relatively low income elasticity, which means that when the consumer's income changes, his demand for that product does not.
But 2009 could be a big year for sports in France, especially Paris. But will the global recession take its toll on the sports industry?
The more interdependent economies become, the quicker a recession will spread from its source, in this case the United States, to its trading partners.
The Tour de France is one highly anticipated annual event held in Paris.
This summer, the Champs-Élysées will again serve as a finish line for the Tour de France, except this year is Lance Armstrong's much anticipated return, which could bring a lot of attention to the sport of cycling this summer in Paris.
But even a photo finish on the Champs-Élysées might not bring attention to the big race.
I don't think he'll do that much for it. I mean, first of all, the Tour has so much, or the cycling world has so much dilemmas because of the doping and drug.
Tennis is another sport hoping to have a big year in Paris.
At the end of the month, Paris hosts the French Open here at Roland Garros. This is one of the biggest tournaments worldwide, and this year is the much anticipated rematch between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal.
The finals matches are already sold out.
I'm hoping for Nadal and Federer in the final, and if that happens, then I will somehow purchase a ticket for the final. Otherwise, I will not go to it.
This is one event that brings international fans rushing to Paris.
I mean, even though the economy is bad globally, I think Roland Garros will be fine because it's such a great event, and it's like a tradition to come to it. So people from all over the world are still interested in coming to it, and I don't think the recession has anything to do with the crowd's attendance.
The one sport sure to always be on the French agenda is soccer. Parisians stay loyal to local team Paris Saint-Germain, and this year their beloved national team, Les Bleus, is qualifying for 2010's World Cup in South Africa. At a qualifying match on April 1st, the Stade de France welcomed a sold-out crowd.
In terms of demand for sports, what I think you see is that people are not willing to give up that expenditure when their incomes go down. In fact, they may even be more likely to increase their expenditure when their income goes down. They might view going to a sporting event as an escape from their daily lives and their economic problems.
Across town at Parc des Princes, Paris Saint-Germain is welcoming large crowds, but ticket prices are becoming a factor, starting at a €30 minimum.
The last event I was interested in going to was a PSG match, or Paris Saint-Germain, and it was a rather steep ticket. I mean, €30 is quite a lot for a ticket, even though it was a last minute unplanned, but that's still a lot to spend to go see a game.
But even if spectators can't score the big game ticket, the sporting industry still finds an advantage through broadcast rights and sponsorships.
Generally, consolidation, you'd be talking about multiple firms merging into one firm. So it's not clear that sports teams would be able to consolidate in the same way.
If you go down to the regions, and the local sporting events, the French are diehard fans. Everybody wants to support their team, their local team, so they're going to do whatever they can, in no matter what crisis.
Even more so than broadcast rights and sponsorships, French fan dedication might save sports during a recession.
Even with a global recession looming, from football to tennis to cycling, the sports industry here in Paris is sure to see its share of highlights this year. Reporting from Paris, this is Mary Wieder, PBN.